People always ask, what's the fastest way to get rich in crypto? Meme coins, trading, holding altcoins? But the real answer is by taking shortcuts. The quickest paths to profits are unethical and often illegal. Today, I'm breaking down 20 unethical ways to make money with cryptocurrency. For educational purposes only, of course. Don't try these, you'll probably go to prison. Phishing scams. Imagine you get an urgent email pretending to be from your crypto exchange, warning of a security breach, urging you to click a link quickly to verify your account. That's the bait. This link leads to a cloned site that looks identical to the real one. You put in your login details, or it asks for your seed phrase, security key. All of this is sent to the scammer. They then log into your real wallet or exchange and transfer out all of your funds to their address. Since crypto transactions are irreversible, your assets are gone. Tampered hardware wallet sales. People profit by selling modified hardware wallets on unofficial platforms like eBay, Amazon, often at discounts. Before selling them, they've tampered with them, adding malicious firmware or pre-generated seed phrases. You as the buyer receive what appears to be a sealed device, set it up, start using it, but the whole time the seller can still access it from their side. Once the buyer sets up the device and sends their first transaction, sometimes the seller with backdoor access to the device will transfer the funds out immediately. Other times there's been cases where the seller's held on to access for years, waiting for the user to get very comfortable using the device and then stealing their life savings. This one's particularly brutal. Hundreds of cases like this are reported every year, and it's oftentimes people's life savings. Tech support scams. People will contact you claiming that they're trying to help you. They'll say someone has tried to gain access to your centralized exchange account or your wallet, and they'll then say they're trying to prevent your funds from being stolen, creating a sense of urgency, saying if you don't cooperate right now, someone's going to get access to your funds. You need to provide them with your centralized exchange login information or your seed phrase for your private wallets. Whatever story they come up with, whatever they're trying to do, they're trying to take money from you. They may even offer remote access to your computer. How nice of them to help you regain control of your funds. If you're involved with crypto, never let anyone remote access your computer under any circumstances. Romance scams. People build fake online relationships to lure victims into investing into fraudulent crypto schemes, slowly draining funds. It starts innocently, random message on social media or dating app. After they've talked to you for a little while and they start to build up some trust, they'll casually mention their successful crypto investments and offer to teach you, guiding you to a fake trading platform or some kind of investment app that shows fake profits from small deposits. They'll take $100 or $1,000 and show you that it's doubled over 3 days and then ask you to invest more. They'll keep doing this until eventually you decide, oh, this is great, I want to withdraw. When you try to withdraw, they'll demand extra funds for taxes or upgrades to your account to increase withdrawal limits. They're just going to keep trying to ask for money until eventually you stop paying, and then they'll just vanish. This scam doesn't just happen to men, it happens to women a lot as well. You would think mostly older people, but it actually happens to young people too. Ponzi schemes. People launch platforms promising guaranteed high yields, 10 to 15% monthly. They'll say it's from trading bots or mining setups, but the initial investors are the ones getting paid out from fresh deposits. Because these people are actually starting to make money, the stories begin to go viral. Schemes like these often have really good referral programs in order to bring in more and more people. As more people join, these funds are cycled to the older participants, but no real profits are generated. Eventually, when the new deposits slow, the whole scheme collapses. People try to withdraw, but there's nothing to withdraw. If anyone's ever promising you high yield, always ask yourself, where is this yield coming from? Pump and dump schemes. A group, often on Telegram or Discord, will buy low volume coins cheaply. Then they start to spread news and hype about these projects, driving FOMO to spike the price up. Once they start getting some traction, people are buying, they sell everything. Sometimes these schemes are sold as an access group, so people will actually pay to join them, thinking that they are the ones doing the pumping and dumping. But there's like subgroups within these groups that are already buying before announcing they're buying to the group, and then the group buys, and then they sell to the public. It's a dirty, dirty business. Fake token launches. People will create a token with a glossy white paper, fake team bios and images, hype it up on social media, and then run a pre-sale, collecting funds, promising high yields, or changing the crypto industry for the better. The funds from the pre-sale go straight to the scammer's wallet. Sometimes they'll launch the token briefly on a DEX to make it seem legit, and they can claim that they've launched, but all the money from the pre-sale is stolen and never put into the project or put to good use. Fake exchanges or fake wallets. These are created by people with a slight misspelling of a URL in an attempt to confuse users. People will sign up on these platforms, deposit funds, and never be able to withdraw them. Same thing with fake wallets. People will download fake wallets and then input their seed phrase. Their money will be gone forever. Rug pulls. The classic example of a rug pull is a Memecoin rug pull, where a project will launch and the creator or creators of a token will hold a large supply, and they'll be aggressively selling minutes after the launch. Token may initially spike up due to demand, but then will continuously go down with no signs of recovery whatsoever. This can also be done over a longer time frame with a utility project in crypto, where the creators of the project are also holding a large amount of supply and are slowly selling over a longer period of time. Without putting any work into the project, there's no real development being done. It's just a long, slow, drawn out rug pull basically. Fake airdrops. Sometimes you'll see a post on social media saying that everyone from a certain chain or who's used a certain service is going to get a free airdrop. All they have to do is click on this link, connect their wallet. Once you do that, you're going to get drained immediately. All your funds will be transferred to someone else's wallet. Occasionally there are free airdrops, but they'll be publicized by large accounts. And even then, to be safe, you should be trying to claim on a wallet that's got almost nothing in it. You can never be too safe in crypto. Asset recovery scams. If you ever see someone post on social media about how they lost their money or they were scammed in some way, there'll be these vermin posting under them or replying to them or reaching out to them in DMs offering to help. This help is a further scam. They realize that this person's been scammed once, therefore they're probably susceptible to being scammed again, or they're easily scammed. So they will either charge them a fee to help them, which of course they're just going to steal the money and run away, or they'll offer another way to help, which involves them connecting a wallet or doing a variation of another kind of scam in order to extract more money from this person. Deep fake or AI videos of celebrities. You see these videos on all different social media platforms. A very famous one is an deep fake of an Elon Musk saying he's doing a giveaway. All you have to do is send him Bitcoin and he's going to send you back double, some kind of like charity event. I mean, this seems ridiculous, and you think to yourself, like, how could someone fall for this? Millions of dollars are lost to these scams every year. It's wild. Ransomware attacks. This is where your data is encrypted on your computer. It's like keeping your files a prisoner. Malware infects your device through phishing or software vulnerabilities, encrypting some files, and then a ransom note is displayed saying that you need to send money in crypto to their address. And then they're going to provide you with a decryption key so that you can get access to your files again. Even if you send the money, there's a good chance they're not going to send you a key, and you're not going to be able to access your files again anyway. Hacking and theft. People breach software with malware, keyloggers, or exchange exploits in order to gain access to funds or information that they shouldn't have. Funds are then moved out of these exchanges and wallets, sent to mixers, bridges, laundered and cleaned. A famous recent example of this is the $2 billion stolen from the Bybit hack in 2025, but no users actually lost funds. Employment scams. People get contacted saying that they've got a job opportunity in crypto. This is a dream for a lot of people, to be able to work remotely and get paid, especially in an industry that they're interested in. Throughout the interview or the general introductory process, these fake employers will send you a document or a PDF file, get you to try to download something. It'll either be documents to read, or maybe they want you to get you on Zoom, but it's a special kind of Zoom or Microsoft Teams where they need you to download it. Whatever they're trying to get you to download is some kind of phishing executable. And from there, it just turns into a simple drain or a rat attack. Rat or RAT is a remote access Trojan, which means they're going to take over your device, drain wallets, or gather information. Address poisoning. If you've ever used Phantom Wallet or MetaMask, you might notice after you've sent a transaction, over the next 5, 10, 20 minutes, you'll get little bits of dust sent to you by random wallets. Very, very small amounts, fractions of a cent. The purpose of this is the wallets that they're sending them from are similar to the address that you've just sent funds to. Usually just the last few digits kind of match. And what they're hoping for is that you're going to go into your own transaction history later to send more funds to that same address, and you're going to copy their address by accident and send them funds. I've personally never fallen victim to this, but I have seen people talking about falling victim to this. I mean, the lesson for this one is just don't go into your transaction history to try and pick up addresses. You need to be very careful about which addresses you're sending funds to. Cryptojacking. This is where someone gets you to download malware and it runs in the background on your device. It uses the power of your CPU or GPU to mine coins like Monero or any other proof-of-stake cryptocurrency. These mined rewards go straight to the person that got you to download the malware. At the same time that they're making money from the coins and getting profit, your device that you download the malware to starts to slow, overheat, and you also incur additional costs for electricity because your computer's working overtime. This method is used a lot to target gamers because they have more powerful computers, and then those computers can work harder to gain more money for the miners. Blackmail or extortion. So a crypto exchange might have a data breach where maybe your address or name, phone number, and some other personal information is accessed. And although the exchange has protected your funds, a person may take this information and try to use it against you, emailing you or calling you saying that if you don't send them cryptocurrency, they're going to release your address or ID to the public. Donation or charity scams. Whenever there's a big event, tsunami, earthquake, you'll see people posting on social media saying they're collecting donations for the most recent tragic event. Your funds are going to go to good use. If it's not posted by an authorized charity, there's a good chance that the person is just collecting funds for themselves. They may not even be in the country that is affected by the disaster, and they're often just trying to take money for themselves. So you lose money and the charities don't get money. Electricity theft for cryptocurrency mining. I've seen this in the news a few times where employees of a business will install cryptocurrency mining devices in the ceilings or in spare storage rooms rather than running them from their home. A lot of the time, the electricity cost from cryptocurrency mining really cuts into the profits. So if they're able to do it by using someone else's electricity, then they're going to make a lot more money. Companies are generally going to notice things like their electricity bill doubling over a month period. So when I've seen this in the news, obviously people are getting caught doing this, which leads them to owing a lot of money and criminal charges in most cases. There are plenty of unethical ways to make money in crypto. Hopefully, if you've watched the video all the way through, you're not going to fall victim to any of them. There are a few overarching rules that will help you. Never trust anyone and always verify. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.